Sahanavavatu Sahanabhunaktu Sahaviyankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
30. Jagatkaranam jnatavyam paravidyaya jnatesmin sarva jagatastatvam yattad vibudhyate. Now, the description of aparavidya, which was hinted earlier, further is being elaborated to point out what are the difficulties involved, and the return that one can gain is not worth the investment. It is better to know one's swarupa and get freed from samsara rather than run after the heavens, etc., which can give the maximum comfort and joy that this world can offer. Continuing. Aparaveda vidya tu karmanusthana margataha sadhanam paravidyaya satyam tatkarmana phalam. Aparaveda vidya tu karmanusthana margataha paravidyayaha sanam ad bhavati. Paravidyayaha sadhanam ad bhavati. Tat karmanaha phalam satyam. Tat karmanaha phalam satyam. Apara veda vidya. Apara vidya, the knowledge that is not superior, that is not higher, Veda vidya, contained in the Vedas. Now here, what is remarked is about the apara vidya as found in the Vedas, not the laukika apara vidya, the worldly knowledge which is not higher one. What happens if the status of aparavidya Veda itself is of such nature, we need not separately describe the plight of other thing which is worldly laukika in nature. They may do give certain results, nobody denies them, but if this is not accomplishing, that also is not that, except for the utility to the extent it is required, that has to be taken to, and no further importance to be given to that. Now say apara veda vidya tu to show the contrast from para vidya in terms of with the result thereof. Apara veda vidya, what is its status? Karmanusthana margataha, by performance or for doing those karmas, by the anusthana of those karmas, through the means of performance of the karmas told in the Vedas, what happens to them? Paravidyayaha sadhanam bhavati. They serve as the means of paravidya. Earlier we have seen that why this distinct status is given to aparavidya, paravidya, then the aparavidya. Aparavidya is the sadhana, means paravidya is the end. Aparavidya, if taken to with proper attitude, can lead to gain the paravidya from that standpoint. So aparaveda vidya tu karmanusthana margataha. So the means in terms of performance of those karmas told in the Vedas. paravidyayaha sadhanam bhavati. It becomes the sadhana, the means of paravidya, means but thereby it leads to gaining of paravidya. And as far as the result of karma anushthan is concerned, tat karmanaha phalam satyam. Tat karmanaha means aparavidya vishaya karmanaha. The karmas that are found in the aparavidya, that is in the earlier portion of the Vedas, as far as this phala is concerned, it is satyam. Satyam means here not truth. Avashyam bhavi, bound to take place. Means these results of karmas are invariably going to be there. So that is, if Veda says, if you do this and you get this result, it is not going to be wrong, it is bound to accrue. So therefore satyam here is avashyam bhavi, that are definitely they are going to take place. Now, karma can be of two types. To begin with, karma, what are the divisions of karma? As told by Shruti, vihita and nishiddha. That which is enjoined, that you should do this. Other one, nishiddha, you should not do this. If you do this, you will be accruing papa and will land in sorrow in future. If you do this, you get punya and you will be rewarded in future. So, vihita should be taken to. Nishiddha, forbidden, prohibited. But this vihita also is further two types. The karma is kamya and nitya. Kamya karma, karma taken to fulfill a specific desire on the part of the individual. For swarga kamaha jyotishtomena yajeta. If a person is desiring swarga, let him perform jyotishtoma yaga. So like this, ashwamedha yaga, vajapeya yaga. And there are so many sacrifices are there which promise the specific type of heavens. If anyone is interested, let them take to them. These are here paralaukika. Aihika also, like putra kameshti, kaririki, putra kameshti, if a son is required, so that can be done. In fact, Lord Rama was born like that. Dasharatha did the putra kameshti yaga and got the son. So kaririki yaga gives, that means if the rain is not there, if this yaga is performed, rain can come. So like this, so there are varieties of karmas, so that with sankalpa, by performance of this, I would like to have this. That is what is kamya. Other karmas are in the Vita, nitya. Nitya karmas means the daily duties, not necessarily taken to for fulfillment of desire, but as a duty in dedication to Ishvara. And dedication to Ishvara prityarthe. So therefore that is what is nitya. What result do come on account of this nitya karma and kamya karma? The results of both are avashyambhavi satyam. And what are those results and how they are avashyambhavi satya? That is now explained. Kamya karma phalam swargo nitya karma phalam dhiyaha. Shuddhistaccho bhayam karma krutva vashyamavapnuyat. Kamya karma phalam swargaha. Nitya karma phalam dhiyaha shuddhihi. The dhiyaha, it is completed with shuddhi. Dhiyaha shuddhi, put comma there after dhiyaha shuddhi. Taccha ubhayam karma krutva avashyam apnuyat. Taccha ubhayam karma krutva avashyam apnuyat. The result of kamya karma phala karma is swarga. Kamya karma phalam. Kamya karmanaha phalam. The result of kamya karma is what? Svargaha. One can attain heaven. Of course, after the death. Not in this embodiment. That is svarga. Nitya karma phalam dhiyaha shuddhi. The result of nitya karma is dhiyaha shuddhi. Dhi shuddhi is antakarana shuddhi. By nullifying the duritas, so and in making the mind calm and composed, that antakarana shuddhi is result of nitya karma. Tachaubhayam. Both these means both types of result, namely svarga and dhi shuddhi, antakarana shuddhi. Karma krutva, having done the appropriate karmas, avashyam aptuyat, the one who takes to performance invariably gets the result. There is no question, having performed the karma, one may not get the result. Such occasion doesn't arise at all. Therefore, that is why they are called as satyam, that is satyatva, avashyam bhavit, avashya bhavitvam. Therefore, the Vedas exhort that those who are either desires of heavens or buddhi shuddhi should take to these karmas. That is what is told in 121 in Mundaka. Tani acharatha niyatam satyakamaha eshavah panthaha sukrutasya loki. Tani acharatha. May you please do those either kamya or nitya karma, depending on what you want from them. Niyatam, regularly. Satyakamaha. Satyakama means those who want to have the results of karma, either in terms of svarga or dhi shuddhi. Why? Eshaha vaha panthaha sukrutasya loki. For you, sukrutasya loki, to gain the heaven, etc., this is the path, panthaha, this is the way for you. So please take to them depending on what you want from these karmas. That is now explained. He satyakama karmani mantra brahmana darshinaha. Gurudhvameshavah pantha bhoga moksha prasiddhaye. He satyakamaha mantra brahmana darshinaha karmani kurudhvam yeshaha vaha bhoga moksha prasiddhaye panthaha eshaha vaha bhoga moksha prasiddhaye panthaha. Ye satyakamaha. Satyakama is not a name of person here. Satya here stands for avashyam bhavi karma pada. O you, those who desire results of these karmas, either for fulfillment of svarga or dhi shuddhi, and also who are those people? Mantra brahmana darshinaha. Those who know the mantras and brahmana portion of the Vedas, what is the content, what is the subject matter, what for they have to be taken to, how the karmas have to be performed. Those who know all these and who are desirous of the result, say mantra brahmana darshina karmani kurudhvam. May you please take to the performance of these karmas. Please do these karmas. Why? Eshaha vaha bhoga moksha prasiddhaye pantha. This path of action is the means for your fulfillment of either bhoga, either the sense pleasure that you want here or hereafter, or moksha. If you want sense pleasures here and hereafter, do what? Kamya karmas. If you want moksha, first gain the dhi shuddhi, for which you have to take to nitya karma. At times it may be like this. Same kamya karma can be turned into nitya karma. It is not the actual action that matters, but it is the sankalpa that counts. So, if the karma is done for the fulfillment of desire, it becomes the kamya. If the same karma is done in dedication to Ishvara, it becomes the karma yoga, it becomes the means of gaining the antakarana shuddhi. So that way, so otherwise also some distinction is there, like for example, Agnihotra. Agnihotra can be nitya karma, it can also turn out to be kamya karma if the person has got the sankalpa for gaining the svarga. So, Urudhvam, may you please do this? Why? Eshaha vaha pantha. This is your path for what? Bhoga moksha prasiddhaye. Prasiddhaye for the accomplishment of bhoga, pleasures here or hereafter. And if that is not the what you want, then for the sake of moksha. See, until the maturity is gained, Vedas also do cater to the fulfillment of the legitimate desires on the part of the individual. That is why Karma Kanda portion is so bulky. Upasana Kanda, Karma Kanda is so bulky because for how many types of desires human being can entertain? There is no end to the desires of human being. So specific means are given. The only thing is that they should not be prohibited one. If they are prohibited, Veda will not give the means. But other one, which are in accordance with dharma, for the fulfillment of those, Veda certainly give the means, but a remark at the end. What is it? You are not going to be contented with these. Better know your Swarupa and get out of that. That remark is there. So because Shruti has to tell the truth, otherwise it will be misleading the people, asking the people to take to the karma by which they cannot get the highest accomplishment of life. No. But if this person is not mature enough to take to the highest pursuit, he should be guided in such a way that he fulfills the desire, but side by side what does he do? He prepares the mind for higher purpose in life. Why? Because in Vedic karmas, even though they are meant for fulfillment desire, some discipline is involved. And that discipline will give the maturity of the mind in course of time. This person, to begin with, he performed the karmas to fulfill the desire. At the end, he takes stock of himself. This is what I invested, and what I am going to get is only this. Shine. Yatha iha karma chito loka kshiyate tatha amutra punya chito loka kshiyate. Same Upanishad, same Shruti same. Just as whatever you earn here in terms of doing karmas is what? Is going to end one day. Suppose however much one may earn as such, there is a limit. However great the person may be, there is a limit to what, how much one can earn. It may be more compared to others, but it can't be everything. It is next to impossible to, let us say, who can be the emperor of emperors, entire world, even if he is there for some time, other time he may go. Even if he is there whole life long, what is it? A time is that he has to give up. You know that Alexander the Great, Alexander, he was about to die. So he told the ministers, when my funeral procession will go, keep my both hands up. Of course, it is his order. He said, sir, certainly will do. But one minister, sire, if people ask why these hands are kept up, what are we to answer? He said, Alexander the Great accomplished all these things. But now when he is going what? Empty-handed. He is going empty-handed. Not even a pinch of sand he can take from here. Leave aside gold and all those things. Even a pinch of sand he can't take from here. So what is the accomplishment? That's what we do. So therefore he says, so that is not worth, that is the way pointed out there. But at the same time, so these are the means given in the Vedas. Now, stanzas 34 to 36 gives a summary of what is from mantra 122 to 126. There it is said that is the few aspects of karma, how they are difficult to perform, and what one gains on account of this karma is not really worth that much effort. All these are shown to impress upon the seeker the difficult nature of karma. Actually, it gives the summary of 122, which starts Yada lelayate herchihi, etc., ending with Ehi ehi ti. See, when Vedika karmas are to be performed, what is required? Oblations are offered in the fire. But it is not simply light the fire and throw the oblation. So there are 7 types of flames that come from the fire. Kali, Karali, etc. are there. This person should be able to detect a particular type of flame. A particular oblation having a specific mantra, the ahuti has to be offered specific type of flame. And do you know what are the nature of this flame? Many a times the particular type of flames are very difficult to get. One should know how to tend the fire. And suppose he got it and he has chanted the mantra and he is offering the oblation, the flame has changed. What happened? So difficult thing. That should be very, very alert as such. So it is very difficult. So that aspect is now impressed upon. Agnihotram juhotyadau kuryat darshadikanatha. Yadabhave janmasu syat saptasvetasya durgatihi. Adau agnihotram juhoti atha darshadikan kuryat. Atha darshadikan kuryat. Yadabhave etasya saptasu janmasu durgatihi syat. Asya etat yadabhave etasya saptasu janmasu durgatihi syat. Durgatihi syat. So at the beginning, Adau agnihotram juhoti, the least karma to be performed. In the beginning, this grahastha yajamana performed the agnihotra. Then atha, thereafter, you have to add there, yatha kalam. Atha, thereafter, yatha kalam, at the appropriate time, like Amasya, Paurnima, Amavasya, like this, or every 6 months on a specific day, like that, Yathakalam. Darshadikan Kurya. Darsha Paurnamasa, certain rituals to be performed fortnightly or once in 6 months, all this he has to do. See, to gain the result of Agnihotra in terms of heaven, they need to be supplemented by the performance like Darsha Paurnamasa. Suppose he does Agnihotra only and not the Darsha Paurnamasa, what is going to happen? Danger is there. What is it? Yadabhave. Yadabhave means Yesham Darshadinam Abhave. If this Darsha Paurnamasa, such karmas are not, supplementary karmas are not performed, do you know what happens? Etasya saptasu janmasu durgatihi sya. For this, who does Agnihotra but not the Darsha Paurnamasa etc. expected, saptasu janmasu, in 7 janmas, 7 lives, durgatihi syas, comes to a bad lot. There it is, when the mantra it is said, asaptaman lokan hinasti. 7 lokas he destroys, means he comes to a bad lot. It can be taken this way also. Saptaman lokan means 3 generations prior, 3 generations later, himself in between 7 generations. Now think of it. You know, in certain examinations, if I got a wrong answer, only marks are deducted. Here it is not that, that there is a particular type of test. Right answer, you get the mark. Wrong answer, from the mark that you have earned, it will be deducted. Like that, at least that is better. Here that is not there. Adverse result is going non-performance of the supplementary karma. Just to show the difficulty involved in gaining the heavens. And heavens are told because heavens stand for the highest accomplishment in terms of bhoga. Laukika fulfillment is there, may be there, but fulfillment of heavens give the still greater sense enjoyment, and that also is not worth aspiring for, which other things automatically follow. They are also not worth aspiring for. Okay, let us see. This person has meticulously performed all these karmas, Agnihotra, Darsha Paurnamasa, as told in the Vedas. He has done. What result is he going to get? This is the result he gets. Kalyadivanni jivhasu hotaram tam yatha vidhi. Ahutyakhya devatasta indralo. Tam yatha vidhi kalyadivanni jivhasu hotaram taha ahutyakhyaha devataha indralokam nayanti hi. Indralokam nayanti. Tam yatha vidhi kalyadi vanni jivhasu hotaram. Tam hotaram. That hota means who? One who does the havana, one who does the sacrifice, one who does the Agnihotra with all accompanying supplementary karmas. Tam hotaram. And what does he do? Yatha vidhi, as told in the Vedas, Kali, Adi, Vanni, Jivhasu. In one, Vanni Jivha means flames of fire. Vanni is fire, flame, Jivha is what? Tongue. Tongue means here, those flames having different form, colors, or some are crackling in nature. So, in those Vanni Jivhasu, by whose name is Kali, Karali, etc. Kali, Adi. Kali, etc. Adi, names of the flame. So, Jivhasu. Yathavidhi, as told in the Shastra, the one who offers the oblations. So, what do these oblations do to him? He says, Taha, those. What are those? Ahutyakhyaha devataha. Those deities called Ahuti. Here, the Ahutis, oblations themselves are called as Devata. Not Devatas are not actual deities are involved. These Ahutis means these Ahutis give him the karma phala, punya, which enables them to heavens. So therefore, Ahutyakhyaha, those oblations called as Devataha. What do they do? Indralokam nayantihi. They lead him to, they carry him to where? Indraloka Swarga. So he goes where now? To Swarga. He is indeed, or Shruti Prasiddhi. It is very well known in the specified manner one becomes eligible to go to heaven. And how he goes to heaven, how he is led to heaven, that is now described. Priyam vadantya ihiti vahantya surya rashmibhihi. Punyarjito loka esha ityuktva prapayan. Kehi iti priyam vadantyah surya rashmibhi vahantyah eshaha punyarjitaha lokaha iti uktva tam ad swargam prapayanti. Tam swargam prapayanti. See, he has performed these karmas in the proper manner, offering all those oblations, and those oblations earn for him the punya, and that punya leads him to the heaven. In what manner? Like this. Ehi iti priyam vadantyaha. Those oblations means now punya is there, so on the way to heaven there is a route, and those routes are manned by certain deities. Dakshinayana Marga, Uttarayana Marga, etc. are there. Those are manned by deities. They serve as carriers. And they take this individual where? To heaven. And while taking how? Ehi, aiye, please come. Ehi, please come, aiye. Priyam vadantyaha. Sweet word. Like, if you go to a 5-star hotel, first salam milega, Prabhu. The gatekeeper was there, and he will open the door, and he will say, you feel that, I'm something great. So afterward, all the receptionists smile with you, all artificial smile, that's okay. So that is there, etc. Everyone, etc. All why? See, from the salam onwards up to the smile, everything you are paying, it's all in. it is all included in your bill. 3 rupees outside, they will charge you 300 rupees. Because why? All this is included there. To provide you such a air-conditioned, such a beautifully decorated place, etc., etc., etc. They may say overheads, whatever it may be, overheads or underheads, what it is, to your account it is. You take from the vendor on the footpath, you may get it for 3 rupees. But the same quality tea, if you go to a big hotel, you may have to shell out 50 rupees or 100 rupees. But the stuff is what? One and the same. That is what it is. So that is what it is. So you may go to the big, there are 5-star hospitals also, okay? 5-star hospitals also. You may go and spend 2-3 lakhs as such. But the same thing will be done here. Of course, precautionary measures will be taken too. It is like that. So, that is how it is. All these, whether the IA, or all these things is because you have earned it. It is actually to your account because you deserve it in terms of karma. You say, Ehi iti priyam vadantyaha. They speak the sweet word and what? And they lead the individual. Surya rashmi bhihi vahantyaha. Carrying, leading through what? Surya rashmi bhi, through the sun rays means becoming the sun rays. This is a marga. Actually see, this is a very interesting thing. These are margas, and at times it is not a continuous one marga. Transshipment also is there. You know what is transshipment? Suppose you send some goods with the truck lorry as such, that truck doesn't die. Suppose from Bombay, Kanyakumari you have sent. That truck, that means transporter may not come directly where? Kanyakumari. He may come up to Chennai. He will give to other transporter. That transporter may come to Trivandrum, and Trivandrum fellow may drop it here, like transshipment. Like that also, these deities which man the path
they carry the individual up to certain point, and then what they do? They hand over the jiva to the next, the deities manning the next route as such, and they carry. So like that. Like this, those the pilgrims who go to, what is that, Kailas, you have to cross the Indian border, and then you are handed over to Chinese officials, and they take care. Like that, it is different, it is manned. So, Vahantyaha Surya Rashmibhi, and what they do? Finally, they lead you to the heaven, and they tell you, Esha Punyarjitaha Lokaha. See, this is the loka that you have earned on account of these punya, you are eligible to enjoy these. So, punyarjitaha lokaha iti ukta, having said that, tam means that karmanushtataram, the one who perform the karma, swargam prapayanti, they make him reach the heaven. So, all that you have to do is what? Do the karma, like purchase the ticket and board the flight or the train. Afterwards, everything is taken care of. So that is what. So this is as far as the kamya karma phala is concerned. That is concluded, and about the further nitya karma phala in terms of dhi shuddhi will be taken to. Kamya karma phalam proktam ishvararpita karmanaha. Phalam samsara heyatva buddhi satha vivichyate. Kamya karma phalam proktam, Ishwararpita karmanaha samsara heyatva buddhi phalam. Samsara heyatva buddhi phalam. Sa atha vivichyate. Sa atha vivichyate. Kamya karma phalam proktam. So far what was told in the Shruti was in the second section of first Mundaka is Kamya karma phalam proktam. The result about the Kamya karma phala is described. Now, Ishwararpita karmanaha samsara heyatva buddhi phalam. So other one now. What is that now? Nitya karma for this antakarna shuddhi. So nitya karma not simply doing that way. The attitude should be like this. Ishwararpita karmanaha. So of those karmas which are dedicated to who? Ishvara. That's why the sankalpa generally is Mamopata Duritakshaya Dvara Sri Parameshwara Prityarthe Aham Idam Karishye. To please the Lord, I do this nitya karma. That is sankalpa done, not the fulfillment of specific desire. What is that? Samsara heyatva buddhi phalam. That desire to get freed from samsara, that is the result in the this Ishvara arpita karma. And that sa means that samsara heyatva buddhi or dhi shuddhi atha vivichyate is now being analyzed. Now when a person will take to karmas which are Ishvara arpita, if he knows that karmas done like this give the heavens, and many times same karmas he does, but he offers to whom? Ishvara. Who will do that? Mukshu. Will a common person do? He will say, I have to do all these things and offer to whom? Ishvara. Why should I do that? Instead of that, what will I do? I won't do at all. I will not do. Why should I do and offer to Ishvara? So no. So he should be very clear about the goal. What he is going to gain out of that? Because what he is going to gain out of that is so high compared to which all these results of karmas are just nothing. It may be even the highest heaven. They are just nothing. So therefore, the Shruti points out the impermanent nature of the results that can be gained by karma at its highest. That it says, Plavahi ete adhdaha yajna rupaha. He says, all these karmas that are told, they are what? Plavaha. Plavaha means tiny boats which may at best will help you to cross a river, but not to cross the ocean. So therefore, Plavaha hi ete adhdaha, not firm, not steady, totally unsteady, no guarantee of the final accomplishment of life. What are those? Yajna rupaha, which are in the form of yajna yagas, karmas, which are told, Ashtadashoktam avaram yeshu karma. Ashtadashoktam, the karmas involving 18 constituents, and the one of them is the Yajamana himself. So 18 constituents, and to be done by only grahasthas and not others. So therefore, Ashtadashoktam avaram yeshu karma. And he says, those who consider these karmas as something great, really they are foolish fellows. Etat shreyo ye abhinanti mudhaha. Those who exult that these karmas which lead to heaven are something great. Mudhaha means avivekinaha. They lack discrimination. And what is the result for them? Jara mrutyum te punareva apiyam. Punaha, repeatedly they get jara mrutyu means janma marana, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Repeatedly they get caught up in the cycle of janma marana. That is what they gain. This is now explained in 38, 39. It is from Mundaka 1-7. Kshudrayastaranam nadya prasiddhyadhridai plavaihi. Kshudrayataranam nadyaha prasiddhyadhridai plavaihi. न समुद्रस्य यज्ञश्च तद्वत् शिथिलसाधनम्. अन्वय क्षुद्रायाः नद्याः तरणम् अदृढैः प्लवैः प्रसिद्ध्यति. प्रसिद्ध्यति अदृढैः has become प्रसिद्ध्यत्यदृढैः. क्षुद्रायाः नद्याः तरणम् अदृढैः प्लवैः प्रसिद्ध्यति. न समुद्रस्य एड तरणं प्रसिद्ध्यति. न समुद्रस्य तरणं प्रसिद्ध्यति. तद्वत् यज्ञश्च शिथिलसाधनम्. तद्वत् यज्ञश्च शिथिलसाधनम्. क्षुद्रायाः नद्याः taranam. Taranam means crossing over. Crossing over a kshudra nadi. Kshudra nadi means small a river, a rivulet as it were. So which is not that deep and which is not that swift also. So the crossing over of a small river is that how it can be accomplished? Adhridaihi plavaihi prasiddhyati. Prasiddhyati means here accomplished by plavaihi, by small boat or even a raft. Even a raft by small boat, which itself is what? Adhrida means not very strong. It is not strong at all. It is very weak. Like catamaran, etc. Small thing, they can, by a small river can be crossed. In like Kerala, the backwaters. No? Crossing the backwater, which a big, not a ship or steamer is required for that. A small boat is enough for that. Na samudrasya taranam prasidhyati. This adhida plava, small boat, can help you to cross over a small river, but not to cross over the ocean. So likewise, what it means is, karmas can certainly help you to get some joy or to get rid of some temporary sorrows, but they can't help you to cross over the samsara sagar. Once forever, if you want to get freed from samsara, karmas cannot help by themselves. Na samudrasya taranam prasaditi. That is what? Adridaihi plavaihi. By such small boats, samudrasya taranam, crossing over of the river, na prasiddhati, cannot be accomplished. Tadvat. Like that means, like this adrida plava, like these small boats, yajnascha shithila sadhanam. Yajnas means karma is what? Shithila sadhanam. Shithila means here, which is not effective. It is an ineffective means to cross over the sagara. By mere karmas, one cannot cross over the samsara sagara. Though it may give some result here temporarily, either in terms of acquisition of joy, heavenly joys, etc., or freedom from, temporary freedom from some sorrow. So what can be gained by karma and what cannot be gained by karma, let us see. Tenapnoti svargamatram natu moksham tatha sati.
Tenapnoti svargamatram natu moksham tatha sati.
Karma nishtha jara mrityu prapnanti punah punah.
Karma nishtha jara mrityu prapnuvanti punah punah.
Tena svargamatram apnoti natu moksham tatha sati karmanishta punaha punaha jara mrityu prapnuvanti tena. By that, what is that? Yadnena Svargamatram apnoti. One can gain only Svarga. Matram only means, what does it mean? Not moksha, not freedom from samsara saga. Therefore, Svargamatram apnoti natu moksham natu apnoti. By yajna yagas, by karmas, one cannot gain moksha. Tatha sati, this being so, karma nishtha punaha jara mrityu prapnuvanti. Karma nishtha means adherence to karmas. What does it do? Punaha, repeatedly, jara mrityu, accusative dual, these two, prapnuvanti, make you gain. What are those? Jara, old age, mrityu, death means janma marna, they make you give. Here one may ask, look, karmas are told by whom? Vedas. When Vedas themselves, and jnana is found where? In Vedas. Like jnana, when karmas also, performance of karmas also is given by Vedas, why not by karma being Vaidika, give moksha? No. The root cause is not, what is that? Eliminated. Root cause of samsara is not eliminated by karma, therefore moksha is not there. That is, why not karma being Vaidika like jnana give moksha? If that is the question, answer is here now. Jnanavad Vaidikatvena karmano mukti hetuta. Astiti chenna samsara mula hetva nirakrute. Karmanaha jnanavad vaidikatvena mukti hetuta asti iti samsara mula hetva nirakrute na. Karmanaha jnanavat vaidikatvena mukti hetuta asti iti chet samsara moola hetva nirakritehi na. If this is the doubt or question, what is that? Karmanaha jnanavat vaidikatvena. Karma, like jnana, is something what is Vaidika. Vaidika means what? Told in the Vedas, found in the Vedas. Just as Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana is given the Vedas, so karma also is told in the Vedas. Because of that reason, karma also should be what? Mukti hetuta asti. Karma also serves as hetu, means sadhana, means of mukti. Iti chet. If you argue like that, he says no. Answer is no. Why? What is the reason? Samsara moola hetva nirakritehi. That is samsara moola hetoho anirakritehi. Karmas do not remove or destroy the hetu, the cause of samsara. Moola means, moola is root cause. Root cause of samsara is not eliminated, not removed. What is the root cause of samsara? Ignorance. Ignorance of what? Our Swarupa. First root cause is ignorance of Swarupa, and because we don't know our Swarupa, we wrongly identify with the embodiment. So unless you know what our true nature is, erroneous identification of the body is not going to terminate. And therefore he says, what does karma do? Look, any karma do. For performance of karma, first sankalpa is required. I am doing this to please this deity or Ishvara to gain such result. What does it imply? I am doing this. Which I is it? Atma I or body I? Body I, not simply body I. Taking the body as I means ahankara is presupposed in karma. Actually, you know what is ahankara? Identification with the embodiment. For gaining freedom from samsara, the first casualty must be who? Ahankara. But for karma, you have to take the ahankara for granted and proceed further. Means identification of the body has to be taken for granted, and then what? I am doing this karma, invoking such and such deity, means that deity is different from me. Again ignorance. Okay? And to gain such and such result. Why do you want to gain the result? Because I want to enjoy, which I, at every step you are plastering and strengthening the identification with the body, like apatya, you know, like going against the restricted diet. So like that, so karma presupposes ahankara, and all that karma asks you to do, even at the level of the bhoga, enjoyment, go on strengthening the ahankara, which is totally opposed to freedom from samsara, where ahankara has to be terminated. So therefore, samsara moola hetva nirakrite means ajnanasya anirakarana. Because by ajna, which presupposes the identification of the body, and therefore ignorance is taken for granted, therefore what happens? Freedom from samsara is just not possible. This is the principle behind it. Then one may say, why Shruti tells about that? Why Shruti tells? Because this person is at that level. He doesn't have that desire to get freed from that. He wants the fulfillment desire. Shruti has to give, like a mother, the crying child. Mother is not interested in giving balloons, etc., or all this, cookies and all that. But the child is so much crying, it is not available for anything else to temporarily pacify the mother gives. But mother's heart is giving something more valuable thing, which the child is not ready to receive at this juncture. Likewise, Shruti, out of compassion, does give all these things, but finally points out these in the result that can be gained by karma. Now, a little remark about those people who, not knowing the real nature of karma, who advocate that karma alone can give the highest, they are really totally aviveki, etc. Shruti points out, same thing will be shown here. There in Shruti 1 to 8, it is said, avidyayam antare vartamanaha. These people who advocate that karma itself is the highest accomplishment in life. Shruti doesn't deny the relative role of karma. What is the relative role of karma? To prepare the mind to gain the antakarana Shruti. But they think that karma gives the highest, the moksha directly. These are people avivekis. Avidyayam antare vartamana. They are steeped in avidya, ignorance. At the same time, unfortunately, swayam dhiraha panditam manyamanaha. They consider themselves as what? Dhiraha. Dhira means not gold here as such. So, we are vivekis. We are vivekis. Panditam manyamana. We are great scholars who have studied the Vedas. As a result, what happens? Janghanyamanaha. Being pestered by old age, disease, janma, marana, like many hosts of all these calamities. Janghanyamanaha. Jara rogadi anekanartha vrataihi hanyamanaha bhrisham pidyamanaha. Incessantly tortured by diseases, old age, janma, marana, hosts of calamities. These people what? Pariyanti. Pariyanti means brahmanti, from embodiments to embodiment. Janma to janma, janma, marana, get caught up in a cycle. And mudhaha, avivekinaha, andhenaiva niyamanaha yathandhaha. Not only themselves are aviveki, but they have got a big following also. Chela log bahut hai udhar. How, what is that line? Andhenaiva niyamanaha yathandhaha. A blind leading the blind, what will happen? Suppose somebody was about to drown, and other person who doesn't know swimming jumped to rescue, what will happen? Watery grave for both. Happens. They say even a person who knows swimming, if he is to rescue a drowning person, he should be very careful. Because the psychology of the drowning person is such that anything the person comes and he will what? Grab. So, and if he straight away is there, if he clings to him, other person can't swim and a lot of other things. So therefore, he should go near him and catch in such a way that he will not clasp him and slowly drag him to the shore as such. So that way as such. But these people themselves know not and have got a following, like the blind leading the blind. Ande naiva niyamanaha yathanda. This is what Shruti says. Same thing is now explained here in 41 and 42.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तः न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम् श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम्